Hey guys, welcome to Little Big Podcast. This is episode 128.
Alright, let's go ahead and kick straight into our art. First up, we have Will's Killzone 3 art.
Alright, now this was pretty much inspired by the Killzone 3 DLC, which we'll talk about later. And it was really cool. Nice job coloring and doodling everything together. It looks awesome.
Alright, next up we have Tim Smith's new graphic Photoshop. Now, this one was a kind of like a redub of our graphics from the past week, and our new graphics, I guess. And he painted over our arrows and added in some words. I forget what they were. You can read them right there, though. And then he photoshopped some stuff onto our heads on the level frame. And anyway, it just looked really cool. And he, it was really cool. Thanks for doing that.
Alright, next up we have Landon Lim's tablet drawing. Now, this was really neat because what he did was, he drew the Kratos from back in 2008 when the game first launched. And he just found it and dug it back up, sent it in. So, good job.
All right, very cool. Then we have Blue's LBP2 sticker drawing. Now, this was actually, at a first glance, doesn't look like a Little Big Planet art. But actually what he did was he took stickers from the game and then doodled them together in a picture. So, it is actually Little Big Planet related.
Yes, really cool. All right, next up we have Adam's Sackboy, and it's Sackboy holding the Earth. It looks like a freehand pencil drawing, so good job.
Very cool. And then we have the Little Big Podcast Easter Island heads. Now, this was really awesome.
It was photoshopped by the same person that photoshopped Mount Rushmore.
Right.
So, good job, and thanks for the art.
Yeah, and if you're in Easter Island anytime soon, go down to the southeast corner and look around, and you'll see those. Okay, and moving on, we have Quentin Hughett's Sackboy. Now, this was really cool, Sackboy drawing. And then we have Jinx L's Photoshop.
Yeah, it was really cool because he photoshopped the Final Fantasy VII DLC onto our head, which we're totally ruining the news segment here. Thanks, guys. But seriously, though, it was really cool because, he put shadows on the stuff behind us. I was like, oh, man, that kid must have had a headache doing that.
Oh, yeah,
it was so cool.
But it turned out really well.
Yeah,
and
great
then we
job.
have Bell's Happy B-Day, and he made a card and then put, a PSP Go on it. Just some different stuff for his friend.
Neat.
And then finally, we have JK's response to our new graphics. Now, when I first saw this pulled up in the email, I laughed hysterically because it was just... It was hilarious to look at just because the Sackboy was standing there with his mind blown.
Yeah.
And our graphics are over there on the TV and it's he's trying to say wow.
Yeah,
and
it was funny.
Just seeing that piece of art and then all the other things, the comments and the likes and the thumbs up and stuff, I was just shocked to see how many people actually like the new graphics. So thanks for telling us that. It really lets us know that we had a job well done. And
it was worth the time.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, moving on to our levels. The first up is the Underground Grotto of Tortola by SXShooky99.
The perfect pirate level. It was amazing. It was so cool. There was underground switches to throw and things to throw at stuff. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I almost made a rhyme there, but I didn't want to. So.
When I first came into the level, I put on my Jack Sparrow costume thinking, yeah, we're going to go plunder some stuff. Here's a good pirate level. And then as I played through it, it was more of a platformer, and there was a lot of cool stuff. And I was like, this is like a Ratchet and Clank level.
Yeah,
because of just all
really
the piratey
cool
stuff that's in that game. So I went ahead and switched to my Ratchet costume. Not that I'm a huge costume switcher normally, but I just felt like it today. So it was a lot of fun. Definitely enjoyed playing it. And at the end, this is the most unique boss fight that I've played through in a while. You had to pull these strands on Blackbeard's beard. And so it was really weird because I've never seen anything like that. So that's kind of unique. And then the other unique thing was that you were doing it with the grapple hook. So you don't usually use more of a level navigating power up like that to actually defeat a boss.
Yeah,
so
it was
really
kind of cool
to use that, and it was a lot of fun to play through once again. So definitely go queue that up and play it because it definitely deserves a lot more plays.
All right, next up we have Treetop Village 3 by Azure Mist.
Yeah, this was an incredible level. It was literally sent in just before we shot, so we decided to go ahead and record it because it was definitely worth it. And it was an incredible level. It almost reminded me of Limbo.
Yeah, the color scheme and the darkness and then the contrast to light, it was just Limbo style. So it was really cool.
And playing through the level, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of jumping and stuff and lots of heights. But as I played through the level, I realized what a deadly level it was. There were spikes and traps and stuff everywhere. I was like, oh my goodness. But surprisingly in the recording, I almost aced the level. I think I died once. So it was a lot of fun. It was a challenge. And it's just kind of like, I love those levels where like you're like cringing every time you like shoot yourself past something. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm about to die here. But it was a lot of fun. And
Spike's right there. Something to grab right here. It's like, I hope I grabbed that.
At the end of the level, I was kind of thinking, this almost looks like Flower. Just when you were floating there and just the music and everything, I was like, this is Flower.
Yeah, it like transitions from.
It just seemed like it.
Two way different games, and then they just pulled it off really well.
So very good job on that. And then our third level is Little Big Guitar Hero by Dead MN.
All right, now this one was sent in an email, so we do read the emails and we do play through the levels, but it really helps if you put screenshots, which is what this person did, so we can kind of get an idea of what we're going to play. This was really, really cool, and Austin played it, and he did phenomenally well. I was shocked.
Yeah, it's a completely different experience than anything else that I've played in a while. I think there have been some other levels similar, but this one, just the way it kind of stretched out and everything was just perfect about it. I really liked the way it played, and the only complaint, I mean, is obviously it's not, these type of rhythm games are not meant to be on like a DualShock controller where it's set up so weird, but it was a lot of fun. I completely enjoyed playing it. It was a blast, and obviously, the more time you spend doing it, the better you get at it. So I could probably take on hard mode in a couple hours of playing it. But
hard mode was intense.
It was a lot of fun, and you should definitely go check it out if you haven't yet. And it was just a brilliant level, and this is the kind of thing that I want to see more of. Like in Little Big Planet, I feel like we're still in the mindset of like, build levels, build levels, build levels. And as cool as that is, you know, the tagline for this game was a platform for games. And I feel like sometimes we're not seeing enough of those unique games.
Right, and there's nothing keeping a game like that from getting big. I mean, like, seriously, there's games like, I don't know, like, now I'm trying to think, Geometry Wars or something like that. That got huge. It's just a simple game. It's been recreated in Little Big Planet. If somebody builds something, then there's nothing keeping it from going massive.
And although, you know, this isn't like a unique game, I mean, lots of people are doing these rhythm music games, but at the same time, it's just like
a new experience.
Yeah, so
it's cool.
Just losing Little Big Planet's awesome, but then when you play that level, or that game actually, where you lose the thought that you're in Little Big Planet, it's just like that's the key right there. It's just being able to play so many games within one game.
Right.
So it's definitely awesome. I'd love to see a transition more to like the building game side, because it's brilliant. It adds competition, it adds uniqueness, and who knows where it'll go if someone hits it really big with a very unique and completely original game.
And something else I saw in this level is, how cool would this be to have on Vita, where you could actually touch when it gets into the right place?
Yeah,
so,
that's a brilliant idea. Daniel thought of it first. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought of it. Nobody can steal it.
If that's one thing that I've learned in this world, you might think something like, oh, that would be so cool, and it's like, either it's already been invented or someone has already, you know, at least thought of it.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Depressing.
Yeah. So, moving on to the news. First up, we have the Infamous 2 pack. Now, that's out right now for $2.99 on the PlayStation Store or the Little Big Store without having to leave the game. And you can get that. It comes with the good Cole and the bad Cole costumes. And then it comes with a bunch of architecture stickers, more of like the New Orleans style kind of buildings. So very cool. Go pick that up right now. And then we have the Final Fantasy VII pack, which has been anticipated for probably about 3.5 years now. It looks stunning.
Really awesome.
And of course, it comes with the Sephiroth costume, for those who are wondering, and 3 others. It'll be $1.99 per costume or $5.99 for the whole 4-pack of the costumes.
Yeah.
So
really cool stuff. And if you buy the 4-pack, you save $2 rather than buying each one individually. Just saying. So if you're thinking, oh, I like 3 of those, just get the 4-pack.
Right. All right. Then we have our Killzone 3 DLC. That's coming out on July 20th for $2.99, and it comes with the Rico and Hazmat Trooper costumes.
All right, those are some of the coolest costumes in the entire game, especially the Hazmat one. It just looks so, I don't know.
It's amazing.
It's like so
one of the best
mechanical
costumes,
looking.
for
It's
sure.
amazing.
Yeah.
Really cool
One
stuff.
thing I forgot to throw in there about the Final Fantasy VII pack before I forget, it is coming out on July 13th.
Yeah,
so
13th.
We have Infamous, which is out now. Then we have the 13th, which is Final Fantasy, and then we have the 20th, which is the Killzone 3 pack.
And then we have Motorstorm Apocalypse DLC coming
soon.
Sometime.
Right. It is coming. They haven't forgot about it. They're still working on it.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is they're
out
trying
soon.
to work it into a week when there's not already a DLC coming out. But as you can see, this month is pretty full already.
Right.
So.
Okay, and then the Toy Story 3 kit was elaborated on a little bit more. It's a pretty huge pack. We're going to have 3 costume packs and a level pack. So it's going to be pretty big. I'm imagining probably $5.99 per piece. I could be wrong, but that's just a typical guess. And
it's a big level kit.
It should be a lot.
Actually, it's a big kit in general. So it's going to be really cool, though, once it all starts coming out. And I think we've seen some stuff in like little leaked videos and stuff that maybe we weren't supposed to notice it in, but the costumes are really good looking.
Really brilliant. All right, and then the Move kit. There were several things in the PlayStation blog story that kind of hinted at the fact that the Move kit will probably be coming first thing September, late August, that time frame.
And the reason we say this is because at the top of the blog article, it says something like, here's the DLC for the next 2 months. And then at the bottom of the article somewhere, it says something about, okay, and this will keep you held over until the Move kit. So probably 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, something like that. But the Move kit is coming. It's already in beta stages, but there's NDAs all over it. It's basically in an NDA box. There's nothing coming in, nothing going out. It's just very secure right now. So, yeah.
Okay, so then we have our Mind the Gap crown contest, and we are ready to announce that our finalist has not been picked yet.
Our winner hasn't been picked yet.
Right. We do have some finalists, and actually, if you can go ahead and elaborate, I got to read off some stuff in a second.
Now, we have a couple of finalists, and there are a couple of finalists in those finalists that we need information from now.
So, if you are on Team Free Love LBP, Team One-Eyed Banshee, Team Tobbs N08, Davey Lindhout, or MTG Memories, we need you guys to contact us via email, LittleBigPodcasters@gmail.com, as soon as possible.
Yes. I mean, like, if you're watching this video, pause it or just watch or type an email on a different tab. Just send an email.
Do it as soon as you hear this, because we need some vital information from you guys in order for our judging to continue.
Yes.
And they're being judged by Johnny Hopper over at Media Molecule, the guy who came up with the story for Little Big Planet. So obviously, if it's a story-based contest, this is going to be probably one of the best judged situations
it's gonna be really awesome.
So very cool. We are still working on that. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about it. And as soon as we get results, we'll be posting a mega epic video describing our winner to you guys.
Right. So please, once again, just send in an email to us, and we'll tell you what we need from there.
All right. Sounds good. Now, don't forget, the Little Big Planet community meetup is still going to go on in St. Louis, Missouri from July 29th through the 31st. And it'll be pretty awesome.
It's going to be amazing. There's about 20-ish people going.
So if you're interested in the meetup, go to bit.ly/LBP meetup, and it'll take you right to the page that is everything about the meetup.
Right, and if we go, which we are really looking into going, we really want to go, but we're not sure yet. We will be live streaming the entire event and getting people off to the side to talk to about it. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's everything that we have for you guys this week. Seriously, thanks for tuning in. If you want to see our Mind the Gap finalists, we've been secretly releasing those over in the PlayStation Home Community Theater for you guys to check out. So you can go, I forget which auditorium it is now. I think it's 10. Anyway,
like
just go in there and find it. Look for our marquee above the theater. And in there, you'll find our finalist videos. So
there are 9 finalists, 3 videos. So keep watching in there, and you'll see all 3 of them.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We hope you'll tune in next Friday. Remember, contact us, littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com. Subscribe on iTunes. Watch on YouTube. All that stuff. You'll see it right
there's more stuff in the end.
All right, so we'll see you guys next week. I'm Austin.
I'm Daniel.
Goodbye.
Bye.